first way is what we just got done talking about, and that is new center growth, acquisitions, and so forth. And it's a big part of what we're going to start to do, and do it in the very best way. The second way that we grow is through organic growth. Organic growth. And we heard from Paul yesterday, that opportunity is huge. We have 50,000 opportunities to grow our organic growth in our centers this year. 50,000. Organic growth comes in two parts. One is enrollment, and one is retention. The enrollment piece, listen, we're going to keep getting better, and we're surely going to get better at the enrollment piece as we keep powering forward to back to school. But the real opportunity one, the one that is dearest to my heart, is retaining more families and doing it longer. If you think about it, with our KinderCare centers and our Rainbow centers, one of our biggest jobs is figuring out how to keep and retain our families. And in our Champions and at Work centers, it's both families and keeping and retaining our great clients, right?
Absolutely.
That's where all of you guys come in. Think about how it feels when you do it right. When you're truly, purposely creating great experiences for families. You're building relationships, you're building engagement, and you're doing it through building trust and confidence with families. When we do it right, nobody does it better. And folks, that's not just talk. We do a Gallup survey every single year. We're that bold. We want to know how we're doing with our teams and our families. Our engagement level has never been higher. We have 41% of our centers that are level 5 and 6. Guys, when you think about it, just a few years ago, we were a level 2. Give yourselves a hand. So when it feels good to families, they start making a difference. Families become brand advocates. They start becoming our best marketing vehicle because they believe in us. They're telling friends and family at dinner on a Friday night. They're talking to their neighbors in the park on Saturday about all the good things we're doing with their children. And nowadays, all the time, they're telling anybody who will listen on social media all about what we're doing, right? Well, we happen to know, all of us have seen our Gallup surveys, and as proud as we are of the results, frankly, at the center level, district, region, and the company level, we have improved every single variable in a robust way, except for one. Except for one. What is that one, Dan?
Retention.
It's problem solving.
Problem solving. Sorry, Michael.
That drives retention.
You need to have that.
Threw him a curveball. So if you think about it, guys, if the one piece that we have not made movement on with families is problem solving, then we've got a big job ahead of us. Because remember, every single day we're caring for 185,000, this is for you, Michelle, or Melissa Fonda, little dudes and dudettes in our centers every day. 185,000 children. Something is bound to go wrong every single day. Dealing with kids. Just yesterday, I didn't pick up email all day. When I got back to the room, I had 76 emails. 56 of them were CARES reports. Now, again, it's 56 out of 185,000 children. Really, guys, that's not bad. But everyone counts, and everyone is an opportunity to improve our retention. So, showing up when a problem occurs, I believe, is one of the most crucial ways that we can grow in a robust way. How many of you knew that we regularly lose a third of our families in the first 90 days at back to school. Did you guys know that?
I didn't know it was
Do
here.
you know that? It's a third. And think about it. Enrolling families is harder than ever before. They're not walking in off the streets like they once did. They're not calling in with urgent care needs. It's a long process. Most of these are web-based inquiries that we're getting. But you have to contact 6 and 8 times in order to just get them in for a tour and get them enrolled. And you've got to respond to them in the most purposeful and personalized way. And we're losing a third of them in the first 90 days. How does it happen? It happens because we have become very, very good at the first half of what happens when you have a problem. We report problems very, very well. We don't fix problems well. When we have a problem, and it's usually driven off of the intensity of the problem and the engagement level of the center, that parent will fall into one of 3 buckets. The first, if we're lucky, is one that just gets disengaged, but we figure out how to keep the family. And then we have to rebuild that. Hard enough job. The second bucket is we disengage them and we lose them. It's part of the 30%. And the worst bucket is the one where we disengage, we lose them, and they feel compelled to tell everybody and anyone about the horrible job we did. They frankly become brand destroyers. Learning to turn problems into engagement possibilities is transformational to our growth. Last bit of data. Region 4, Region 6, you know I love data. This is 2018. We enrolled 122,000 children. Guys, give yourselves a hand. That's a lot of kids. Or as Michael Bonner says, that's a lot of babies. The problem is, we're losing 127,000 children through withdrawals. And while we lose them for all sorts of reasons, the one that we can control in this room are problems that are going unresolved. Unresolved. I feel very, very bullish that if we get our arms around retaining families in a stronger way, Tom's aspirational piece of servicing and caring for 250,000 children by 2025, we'll not only do that, guys. Dan, we'll do that before 20.
Yeah, absolutely, Michael. I just have to add in on the client side. How many people, just really quick, show of hands here, how many people here operate centers or sites that are client-facing, by show of hands? Client-facing centers. Yeah. Quite a few of us, right? Here's the thing about retention in our room. By the way, that number shocked me. When Michael and I were just doing our rehearsals, the first time I saw that number, it shocked me. Here's our part in this, in a client-facing business. Our challenge is, when we lose one client, hundreds of families are all out the door, right? We don't lose one, we lose hundreds of families. So the question is, what do we do about it, Michael? How do we turn this around?